Welcome back. I was just thinking about the name Pearly. Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really nice name.
Pearly?
And it's not used much these days.
No.
Not
Like
Pearly. Obviously, that'd be a pet name, but
just
Pearl
Pearl.
is a good name for a girl.
It's kind of like an old lady name.
Is it?
A little bit.
Well, old lady names are making a return.
Mabel. I used to
Agnes.
love that name. Ooh, Agnes.
Agnes. I can't see that ever being...
Agnes Agar.
What are you naming our
That's a
kids
whole
now? I
lot
wasn't bringing
bad.
that up. Helga. Gertrude.
Guinevere.
Yeah. Olga.
Edith. Can Edith ever
Ooh.
be attractive?
No.
Guinevere can. Gwen. Totally.
Doreen.
Doreen. Ruth. Wait, what's her name? From Golden Girls, B? B?
Ooh, yeah.
Beatrice.
Yeah.
B is an okay name for a girl, though. It could be attractive. B.
Yeah, it could be
that
super
could be
cute.
Yeah. But there's some that just have no Astrid.
Oh.
I don't know. That could.
Astrid
that
could
be
fit
okay
a personality.
Too. Yeah.
A fiery one.
Yeah.
Bertha.
Bertha.
The key is to not picture an old lady when you say these.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really hard with some of these.
Hilda.
Hilda.
Agatha.
Agatha.
Anyways, all right.
Prudence. There's a lot of good
Prudence.
names in here.
Margaret.
Helga.
Margaret works for some girls. Esther. Esther can be attractive, I think.
Yeah.
Olga. Oh my
Jennifer.
God, Olga. On a German or
dude.
Swedish girl. All right, let's keep going here. So we're pressing Innie on this statement, right? Because she didn't see anyone on the way, and I should just present Pearly's profile.
Oh yeah, we
Or-
can do profiles now. Does that work?
Yeah. I guess.
It worked.
Oh.
Objection! You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible! Like, what do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. In real court, is there a point where a witness is just thrown out? Like in real life?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
there can
If they lie enough times in a row,
Yeah.
the judge is
Well, you
allowed to
get-
use his discretion to say this is all inadmissible.
You get held in contempt and you can be jailed for that.
How many times? Is it like a 3-strike system? Like
think-
blatantly lie 3
No,
times?
I think if you blatantly lie once, you can be held in contempt. It's up to the judge's discretion, though.
Yeah. Witnesses get thrown out. It's a good way to get out of witness duty. Remember
Well,
when Kyle was called
shit,
in
though.
to witness like some
Yeah.
Shooting
standoff with
downtown?
some
had to,
stupid
like-
ass. It wasn't a shooting.
They shot a
There's-
beanbag.
They shot a beanbag at a guy with a knife
Yeah.
because the Vancouver police are cowards, and so they bring out heavy ordnance to hit him with.
It was
And
pretty
then-
badass, though.
To be honest, in Vancouver, that's actually them being good on him.
Yeah, right? They
I'm
didn't
surprised they
taser
didn't
him
shoot
to
him.
death.
No, they should have shot him with a real
Well,
gun.
no,
that's what they do.
A gun went off that night.
What?
Yeah, and hit some car's window.
A police gun did?
Yeah.
No wonder they needed
Yeah.
witnesses. So they did fire at him.
Yeah, I don't.
Holy
I
shit.
never found out whether it was like an accident or what exactly happened. I know like a gun went off though.
Oh my god.
some
Anyways,
point,
Vancouver
yeah.
police are fucking nut jobs. And they call Kyle in, and he has to miss days of work to come in and be a witness to this bullshit. And half the times he comes in, they aren't even ready
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
The cop who tells him to come in just gets to sit on his ass all day.
Is making
He's allowed to leave
Sweet
and
cash.
get called in when he's needed to be a witness,
Yeah.
but Kyle's not.
Kyle
and stuff
misses
like this.
days at work and
Misses
it
days at
doesn't
work.
get paid for
Kyle
it.
should have just walked in there and been like, yeah. Then he was like, he had like, you ever seen The Elephant Man? He looked like that guy. So did one of the cops. And there was these sweet tunes playing, and I was just wrapping up my set of a rendition of We Built This City on rock and roll, and everybody was cheering, and girls were tearing off my clothes, and then I saw these cops show up, and they shot like 5 people, innocent people. Get yourself thrown out of court, get back to work, earning money again.
Well, he wasn't even in court. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. He
He was
wasn't.
sitting on a bench. God, I'm so glad.
But then,
I wasn't the one calling.
if you lie too blatantly, is that contempt and you can be charged with something?
Yeah. I think,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think that would be how it would work. I think
think-
you would get in some trouble.
What if you show up drunk?
I don't know. I know there's ways out of it though. There's got to be ways out of
If
it.
you show up drunk, they can't persecute you for having a drinking problem.
No, you wouldn't think so.
But they could charge you with public drunkenness.
All right. Anyways, fuck the law, and just that's your lesson, guys. If you're ever a witness to something, don't give any fucking statement to anybody, because it sucks. Unless you're at a job where they'll pay for your days off.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's your little lesson today. Here we go. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. And this is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. All right. Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. It's gonna help me if I do it with Phoenix too. The garden. Oh, she doesn't know where we're going with this. She didn't know.
Doesn't even have a clue.
Yup. Which means anyone walking through that area would have to have seen her.
Yeah.
So, Miss Meanie, what do you have to say about that? Whoa! Whoa!
What the?
Do it again!
Holy
That
shit!
was awesome!
Nyar! As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at that time. Okay, so the prosecution has just admitted that its witness is an airhead. Unreliable. Bam.
Yeah.
Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing prosperous? It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What's sort of foolish? There is no weird.
Yeah.
Also,
There is
shit.
no way of knowing.
There's no way of knowing. There's no way someone walking along the winding path could not have noticed Pearl. Gotta present the jar.
Oh. No, the map, right?
Oh. Yeah, because it shows that she has to have walked by her. And then maybe they'll ask us to prove that she walked by her, that she
Yeah,
wasn't
maybe
playing someone else,
that's-
and then I show the vase.
Yeah.
Probably.
Do you want to just look at it first? Yeah.
And the winding way is very tiny.
Yeah.
There's no way you couldn't have noticed. There we go. Take that!
Take it.
Oops, silly me. Slip of the finger. What? Why?
What?
Mr. Wright,
Uh-oh.
you need to keep control of that finger of yours.
Ooh!
Okay. I don't.
The jar then.
As I thought, this is the wrong piece of evidence. Yo! An irresponsible lawyer has no place in this court. I suggest you go home. Ow! So it's come down to a blunt go home.
Should be safe.
Don't overthink this. All you need to do is remember what happened yesterday. I'll save. Right?
Wow.
Okay. Remember what happened yesterday. There's no way someone. Alright, so just present the vase, I guess. Take that! This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot. That is. What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why.
She broke the urn?
Ow! Why? Why do you feel like you're... Why? Why do I feel like... Fuck! Why? Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time of channeling started. Ah! And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way. Poor Pearl. What?
Rubber.
Rabble. You got your quote for the day, eh, guys? You fucks.
We love you.
Miss Meanie. Pearl was there in the winding way at that time. Oh, poor Pearly. Is this why we asked her to be so that we wouldn't get her in trouble? Because we promised we wouldn't tell anybody. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together. you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I can do that.
Can Phoenix do that?
I declare the witness legally blind.
Oh, well, this testimony's inadmissible then.
All right. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meanie. That you're a fucking retard. I'm sorry. You are a masterful liar. Yarg!
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
Did he hear me say retard?
He might have.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meanie, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
She's sweating.
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There's no way! Your lies end here. What do you mean? The witness says during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where's the contradiction?
In her testimony just now, in the evidence, help me, Mia. I may have to overreach on this one. Is there really a contradiction somewhere? Don't worry, you're on the right path, Phoenix. It just might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's there. So, just this once, do you want me to help you out? No, I think I can do it.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to see. Hard for me to see. I can't just accept her without thinking it through myself. Haha, that's the spirit. Give it another try. Oh.
Mr. Wright, what is your answer?
Erg. Okay, it's another bluff to the pile. The witness says during the actual murder she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction. What is the contradiction?
Oh, man. It's in the evidence.
I don't get it because I feel like everything we've just presented is the evidence. We just proved that she couldn't have been sleeping there. Wait, what we proved is that she couldn't have been sleeping there and came back to the chamber.
Yeah.
In her testimony just now, what did she just say?
She just said,
Don't snarf, guys. We haven't asked for it yet. Can somebody tell me
what did she just say?
what she just said exactly? Way too many clues in the chat room right now.
Yeah, I'm not looking.
We don't want that much help. I'll let Becky kind of solve it because I've seen the clues.
Does it have something to do with the pieces of evidence that we have in our, like, what do we have? We have the big cart thing, like that, the basket. So it's not that, right?
What does this have to do with anything? Because she wasn't sleeping in it.
Yeah, so it's not that. Not that.
Does anybody have a copy paste of what she just said? I just wish I could recall what she just said.
Yeah.
All right, well, I've seen it enough. The chat has been saying 100 times that it's the clothing box. So explain to
Oh,
me
really?
how we are supposed to know that it's the clothing box. As a player, as Phoenix Wright, how are we supposed to know
Well, at one
that the
point,
clothing box has anything to do with this?
I was thinking that without seeing anything in the chat. Just because it's the only piece of evidence that we haven't really touched on. And whenever we went into the side room, the clothing box wasn't there. But then when we went in later, the
But
clothing
how-
box was there.
Yeah.
I present. How about this? Connect Mimi Meanie to the clothing box right now.
Yeah.
In any way.
It's all like,
She has nothing to do with the clothing
Yeah.
box. We haven't even gone down that path yet. If she was one of the people who has apparently gotten into this clothing box, it hasn't been even like insinuated
What's in the
close
box
to it yet.
description?
What does the hole have to do with the fucking clothing box and Mimi Meanie and her testimony? Explain that, guys. The clothing box had to be moved to the channeling chamber somehow. So what? What is that? So you guys are saying that you guys are theorizing that Mimi Meanie moved the clothing box. Okay, so what does that have to do with her not? Guys, the question is, I say that Phoenix just said she was not sleeping in the side chamber, and you guys are saying that the clothing box had to have moved itself. She was asleep at the side room. It was the side room. It has a bullet hole in it. The shot penetrated the wall. But we aren't even like. There's nothing that's putting us down the path of the clothing box at this point.
yeah.
Like, this is... I'm gonna say it's the testimony because, as far as we're concerned, this is the only thing being discussed right now. She couldn't have been in there. Fuck it. I don't care if it's not the right answer. I want to see where this goes. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Mimi, you said the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at this time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So? Like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Meanie, how did you know that fact? Oh, fuck, that's the evidence. Oh my god, that's just like a tiny shred.
Yeah.
How the fuck could we have remembered that? She, like, made that, like, a little tiny thing in passing way back that
Yeah.
she knew that we weren't in the channeling chamber. Or did she even say that at some point?
I don't know.
How? I conceded that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. I just, like... Oh, if we were supposed to jump on this, like, the fact that she said that the channeling chamber, there was nobody there on the way. Oh, she just said it. She said she saw no one on the way.
To the channeling chamber.
So what Phoenix is doing right now is he said, okay, I mean, I feel like we need to do this to stay on the same page. So I'm just gonna do what I've heard. She said that she made her way back. Phoenix said that was impossible because she said that she saw nothing unusual and nobody. Phoenix said you couldn't have seen nobody, you saw Pearl. Then, even though we proved that, what did she respond with? How are we not still on that subject?
Isn't that what we're trying to prove right now?
No, it's not. We're past that now for some reason. So why are we past that? Somehow the witness has deflected that, and that's not even, she didn't see Pearl, so we're past that, whatever. But Phoenix right now is saying that you should, regardless of that fact, you should have seen something else, basically, is what he's saying. There's still a problem with the testimony. I can understand where they're going with it, and
Because she was proven to be a liar? Oh yeah, that was...
So the thing, I can understand that if they had gone that way, if they wanted the player to say, not only did you not see Pearl, but you also said you didn't see us.
Us, but how did you know that?
How did you know that we weren't there?
Right?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
I wish I knew, but this is, anyways, my point out of all this is, what's making this hard on the player is the fact that we are having to Phoenix Wright is all about contradicting statements, getting to go through their statements again and like, you know, read them and find the contradiction. Here we were forced to do it without getting to go back and see any info.
Yeah.
And that's what's making this so hard. I can understand this line of thinking, but like it's
I
just
really like doing the like take that to
Yeah,
press
it's
them
just-
further.
it's hard when you don't get to go back and see exactly what was said. All right, anyways.
Oh yeah, she said she was sleeping. How could she know who was there and who wasn't?
And I just want to know what she exactly said about who was there and who wasn't. I just don't remember. Which means, Miss Meanie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. Oh. Oh, did she just say that she didn't go to the channeling chamber? Is that why we got off of the vase? Did we say that you couldn't have gone to the channeling chamber because you would have seen little Pearly and the vase, and then
Oh, is that
did
how
we just
got
miss
there?
a piece of dialogue? Did she say that, or did I not pay attention to her saying, "Fine, I lied. I didn't go to the channeling chamber"?
Might have been.
That might have been.
been.
I think everybody missed it.
She said she said Miss Faye was the only one there.
Shut
Oh,
up, Time Bomb.
fuck.
Seriously. I don't care if you're not trying to be an asshole. That's asshole-ish to say we're just not paying attention. We're trying to
We're
figure
trying
it out
to remember,
with you.
man.
We're trying to have you guys help us too. Anyways.
Trying to remember. He was trying to prove when she went into the channeling chamber. Yeah, I think it is because she
It's
said
Snarf.
that-
It's because she said that Miss Morgan May was the only one in the channeling chamber when she got there. Thank you, Tinglenator. That's the statement that is apparently... But she also must have said that she didn't go to the channeling chamber.
So when did she?
However,
Okay.
you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. Wah!
Rubble, rubble.
Okay.
Oh wow, this is really going off. What?
Yeah.
This is off of our page altogether. Didn't use the winding way?
But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
Yes, that's
Teleported.
right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Meanie, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off of baseless assumption, if you please. It is pretty baseless, Phoenix. I am so lost right now. Well, I suppose since you put it on the table, Mr. Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder?
Okay, and now we can say she was in the.
The box? But how do we know? Like, it's just
Yeah.
it's so... Ugh.
It feels really loose.
Now's your chance, Phoenix. I thought until this point, I thought Maya was in the fucking thing. Remember? Because she felt like she was buried.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was the whole point.
She was.
Now
though.
she got the shot in her.
She was.
I'm
She
so
still
confused.
was. Eenie Meenie was in it to begin with. She started the channeling, maybe. Got like hit in the head. They threw her in the box. Eenie Meenie shot
But this
her.
is all just like such a crazy theory. Like it needs to be like step us through it, baby
Yeah.
steps, because like this is
Baby
just out of
steps.
left field. It's like, fuck the vase.
Yeah.
Like if I was the lawyer right now,
Yeah.
I would say let's concentrate on the fact that this witness has just fucking lied.
Yeah.
It's not on us, it's on the witness. Explain to yourself why you didn't see Pearly. Then she would say, what did she say to that? I still don't know because I can't go review it. I forget what she said, but we should still be on that.
Yeah.
Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yay! Fuck! The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meenie. So now is your time to prove it. Yeah, we have to get back into the McPixel state of thinking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go over and kick Francesca in the crotch.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer.
I don't know. All right, we're gonna break here. I'm gonna try to like calm down because, oh, fucking Phoenix Wright. We'll be back after this.